Unstoppable. Welcome to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as Bitcoin is breaking out, looking to retest $38,000. And quoting Max Keiser, the high priest of Bitcoin, El Salvador has something better than the Second Amendment in the age of unconfiscatable violence demonetizing Bitcoin. Every citizen has the right to run their own node and self-custody Bitcoin. This will be legally codified into law. Let's go. Also breaking news just in, Commerzbank granted crypto custody license in Germany, making the German bank its first full-service bank in the country to receive a crypto custody license from local regulators. Also in today's show, is the BlackRock XRP ETF filing for real? Well, the authorities have begun their investigation. I'll be breaking down this latest report, as well as Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, says that a new crypto exchange will compete with Binance coming out of Abu Dhabi and become the largest ever to be regulated. He says it's already backed by billions upon billions of dollars. Also in today's show, Billionaire Shamath P predicts a market rally and says that $6 trillion is just awaiting to be deployed. Send it. Also breaking news, Cathie Wood of ARK Invest was making the rounds on mainstream television, explaining why the crypto market will explode to a $25 trillion market cap. Also be giving you her latest updates for her Bitcoin price action. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much freaking more in today's show. Welcome everyone just joining us. Let me know how the stream is. You can see we're pumping right now. Bitcoin is up $2,200 on the day. You gotta love it. We live for the pumps like this. Respect the pump. We're trading at 37.6. Yeah, just crushing it. What up, Bango? What it do? JJ in the house. We got the Bitcoin block. He says all banks go belly up. You already know. Bank run. Get your fiat crap out of the bank and put it into Bitcoin. That's the game plan. Abel Gonzalez, what it do? DCA is king, bought yesterday. Congratulations. Much love, much respect. Good move. The stream is cool. Thank you, Jaws Tech. I appreciate that, fam. What up, Passive? What up, Relaxin'? What it do? Crypto market cap 25 trillion by 2031, predicts JJ. Word up. You're crystal clear. Love to hear that. You can see the mascot Nipsey in the background. Show him some love as well. We're here for you 7 days a week. And don't forget, this is first and foremost a live and interactive show. So please participate in that live chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Please cast your vote. And when you think the crypto market cap will hit that $25 trillion milestone, as Cathie Wood predicts. What up, Melda? Good to see ya. Appreciate ya. Thanks for the reminder. There is no second best, right? Appreciate it, JJ. Says the stream is great. You are crystal clear. Much love. Hi, and thank you for the show. You're very welcome, Errol. I appreciate you tuning in. And everyone who subscribes to the channel is going to get an on-screen shout out as well. So please do so, and I'll show you some love. Shout out to the Netherlands in the building. Zachary Gerson. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel, the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Let's freaking go. We have so much to cover. Do you think we're going to retest $38,000 potentially during this live stream? We're only like $300 away. Why not? Panama in the building. Shout out to Robert O'Connor. Love Panama City. Beautiful place to be. Jay Bravo tuning in from Arizona. I'm streaming live as I do each and every day from the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. Let's freaking go. What it do, Chris D? Welcome, Chris Minka. Good to see the fam. Guy Sadrina. Hey, JV. Bitcoin dead since 2009. Yeah, we've had probably 5,000 obituaries, but Bitcoin's still here, going strong. You already know. JV, you know Texas always shows you love. Shout out to Stone Cold Steve Randall. I appreciate that. Much love. I think we're going to 39 today. It does seem to be this way. New annual high incoming. We're about at the cusp of where we've seen the price action for the past 18 months at a high. Once we break 38, game on. Shout out to $0 G-Ro. I appreciate those super chats. You the man. He says, shout out. Thanks for the fire content, JV. My pleasure. Much love, much respect. Jim Wood says 38,000 up Michigan. Let's freaking go. Detroit in the building. What up, M. Malay? I am deeply in love with VeChain. Word, why do you love VeChain so much? Please do let me know, and I can read that out loud here in a bit. You know what I mean? I gave Stone Cold Steve his name. Oh, snap. Shout out to Jack Leong. You guys are a trip. But yeah, we're going to continue marching up. It looks like we're going to be retesting the annual local high. 40,000 incoming, says Andy Surfer. I feel that sentiment as well. And here's the deal. If we surpass 38,000 sometime today or this evening. We're going to be doing another live pump party for 40,000 for the king. Last time I did one, it was 12 hours long. It was pretty lit. How many of you were on that live stream? Do let me know. The bulls are back in town. Let's go. Perhaps even many V-chains, says M. Oh, word. Kind of funny. You guys are a trip. Much love, much respect. Pump it up. Welcome, Dollar Davis. Welcome, Bango. 40,000. Yes, please. Just send that mofo already. 40,000's next week, says relaxing. OG in the building says 42,000 by December 4th. Called it. What it do, JV? What's up, fam? Shout out to Boz Dragon and the entire fam from the UK. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Will Stopson versus Guru. Let's get it. I think we're going to go to 39, says Jack. I think a lot of your predictions are going to turn out to be right. Without further ado, if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day just like this, and also to get a live on-screen shout out from yours truly. Also be sure to smash the like button as it helps out tremendously with that YouTube algorithm. Now without further ado, let's kick it off as we do each and every day with our market watch, especially consider the market's pumping 37.7, 300 away from a new annual high. Let's freaking go. You can see the Bitcoin price action going parabolic right now, up 6% on the day, and just getting started. We're halfway through Moonvember. Today is November 15th, so still lots of bullishness yet to come. We have Ethereum also up 3.5%, trading back above 2 Gs. We have Solana up 19%, trading at 65 bucks, and BNB up 5%, trading at $253. They say when in doubt, zoom out. So let's look at the 1 month. Holy moly, Bitcoin up almost 40% in the past 30 days. That's since Mr. Jim Cramer on Mad Money said, Mr. Bitcoin's going down. No, it looks like you're going down, Jim. Just saying. We also have Ether killing it, up 32%. Solana, one of the top gainers for the month, up almost 200%. Good Lord. XRP up 32%, Cardano up 52%, and BNB up 21%. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, the market cap sitting at 1.4 trillion with roughly 64 billion in volume. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin dominance on the decline at 50.9%, with the Ether dominance at 17.3%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers of the past 24 hours, we got Kaspa leading the pack, up 27%, trading at 11.2 cents, followed by Thorchain up almost 25%, trading at $6, followed by PancakeSwap up 24%, trading at $2.78. Now, which altcoins are you currently most bullish on for this bull run? Please do let me know. And massive shout out to CoinMarketCap. I am officially now featured on their website as a content creator, which is pretty lit. So much love, much respect. Make sure to follow me over on CoinMarketCap. And checking out crypto bubbles, you can see for the day, virtually every major crypto in the green, no sign of anything in the red. And we just had a very strong consolidation. People were expecting another crash, but what have I been telling you here in the show? Bitcoin's going to retest and come back even stronger. And lo and behold, the entire market is ripping. And let's look for the past week. Massive gains once again. You even got scam tokens like FTT up 157%. And let's check out for the past month. Holy moly, some of these tokens are up hundreds of percent, which is insane. Is there an alt season amongst us? What are your thoughts, fam? Do let me know. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 60 in greed. We pulled back just a bit. Yesterday was a 69, last week a 66, and last month a 47, which is neutral. So there you have it. I'm going to start reading some more comments. What up, Jack? I like Chainlink. I picked up a ish load of it yesterday. Well, congratulations. You must be in the green already. Green machine. Don't you love it when everything's pumping? And look at that price action. Almost 37.8, roughly $200 away from a new annual high for the past 18 months. Let's freaking go. Solana won't stop winning, says Majin. Yeah, it's up 200% for the month. It's insane. Solana, 187%. Pretty spot on, Jeff. That was a bullback. I actually like that term. I may have to coin that. Hype it up, folks. Pump up that mofo and smash the like button. Thank you, Paul P. It helps out tremendously with that YouTube algorithm. We early, boys. Thanks for the reminder, Lazarus. I couldn't agree more. Will says, well done, JV. Thank you, fam. My face is melting, says Knox Bill. Where are those bears at? Are they dead? Are they hibernating? Are they decapitated? What's going on? Let's go 38 G's. Send it. Hey, all watching from Cornwall, England. Go Chili's, says Fairground. Appreciate that. We got JC in the building. What up, Justin Campbell? Appreciate you. Your AI jersey yesterday was fire. Thank you. I'm a big Iverson fan, so you gotta, gotta respect. On 40,000 Bitcoin price, I need that orange cap. Don't forget that. Says Jazz, you need to order one. It's 25 bucks for Christ's sake. Track altcoins can be a good gamble, but Bitcoin is the true store of wealth. Amen. 100%. Bitcoin is the king for a reason. It's the only truly decentralized cryptocurrency with zero attack vectors. It's already got the green light from the regulators, obviously. So it's not deemed an unregistered security like so many of the other crypto tokens out there. So it has the green light. Coinbase says 37.8. Let's go. That's right, because every exchange is a little different. There's probably exchanges already at 37.9, meaning we're on the cusp of surpassing 40 freaking thousand, $2,000 away. I feel it coming. I think it's going to flip resistance into a new psychological support, and I think 40 will be the new 20, just like in the previous cycle. What are your thoughts? Let me know. Crypto Surge, welcome, fam. Appreciate you. What up, CJ? What it do? What's new? Dalla Davis, appreciate the insights as well. Bull run together with the bears. Stay in the cave by themselves. Word up on Matrix. 100%. What it do? All right, we're going to continue pumping. So we'll be at 38,000 here shortly, probably as we're doing our technical analysis for the king. So without further ado, let's break down the Bitcoin price action, the charts of where the price is likely heading next. Now, do keep in mind, we just started pumping insanely right before I went live, and this article is probably not going to reflect it. So I also have the latest technical indicators pulled up on TradingView, so I can show it to you after I read you this. Now, check it out. Bitcoin succumbed to profit booking November 13th and the 14th, which pulled the price below 35,000. You had your opportunity to stack those sats, fam. I told you that 2-for-1 fire sale was disappearing, and lo and behold, it's already gone. Corrections are a normal part of the everyday move up and considered healthy, as I mentioned to you. A note of caution to the eager dip buyers is that Glassnode data shows the number of whale wallets with more than $1,000 worth of Bitcoin dropped to its lowest level in the past month, indicating that some whales may be sold into the recent strength. Now, Decent Trader co-founder Phil Philb said in a recent interview that a drawdown could come before the rally, leading into the Bitcoin halving in April of 2024, meaning that the Bitcoin 2024 halving is only 5 more months away. Let's go. Phil believes that Bitcoin can pick up the pace after that and reach 46 to 48,000 per coin by the halving. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analyst. Now, could Bitcoin and select alts resume their uptrend? Let me know. Or will the higher levels attract solid selling by the bears? Let's start with our BTC analysis. Bitcoin re-entered the ascending channel pattern November 13th, which may have trapped the aggressive bulls. That started a liquidation effect, which pulled the price to the channel support line November 14th, just yesterday. The strong bounce off of the support line suggests the lower levels continue to attract buyers. The bulls will try to push the Bitcoin price above that resistance line, but may encounter strong selling by the perma bears. Now, if the price turns down and breaks below the channel, it will suggest that trading and traders are rushing to the exits. That may yank the price to the 32.4 to 31,000 support zone, but it doesn't look like we're heading that ways. We're pumping, fam. The bulls are expected to aggressively buy at those lower levels. In fact, that's precisely what they did. The bulls will be back in control after we hit a price action of above $38,000, which we're on the cusp of smashing right now. Now for the technical indicators here on TradingView. Check this out. Overall, right now, there is a strong buy signal. There's only one sell signal for the overall summary on the day with 9 neutral signals. And if we look at the oscillators, as we scroll down, you see it on the left of your screen, only one sell signal, 8 neutral, and 2 buy. And when it comes to moving averages, which tells the story of the tail, 14 buy signals and 0 sell signals with 1 neutral. So a great opportunity to buy your position into Bitcoin as we continue to rip and test that $40,000 resistance. And I should say 38, then 40, but we're on the cusp of reclaiming it right this moment. And quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, the one and only Max Kaiser, he says, El Salvador has something better than the Second Amendment. Now, how many of you are familiar with the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution? It's your rights to bear arms, just FYI. He says, in the age of unconfiscatable violence demonetizing Bitcoin, every citizen has the right to run their own node and self-custody their Bitcoin. This will be legally codified into law. So even if Bukele didn't get reelected, this could be written into their law forever, kind of like the United States Constitution, which is a pretty big deal. So shout out to Bukele and all the beautiful people in El Salvador. So there you have it, fam. That was the latest TA. You can see all the buy signals in the market right now. There is a battle at that 37.7 mark. It does seem to be that way, but we're about to break out above it. Again, we're still up over 2,200 for the day, over 6% on the day, and roughly 40% on the month since Mr. Jim Cramer said, Mr. Bitcoin's going down. Inverse Cramer all day, every day. You already know. What up, Brian? What up, relaxing? Yeah, I wear short sleeve shirts here at Miami Beach. My right to bear arms. Oh, snap. That's hilarious. I had my 4 limit bids filled and made 6 market bids yesterday. Dollar cost average was 35.2. That's how it's done. Well, congratulations, because for every Bitcoin you bought at 35, you're up already over 2,000. Again, $2,200 on the day. So fantastic. I got to buy more Bitcoin. I just have to. That's all there is to it. Amen, McLovin. You know the name of the game. What up, Greggio? Something is better than the Second Amendment, but I agree with that sentiment. Oh, nothing is better. That's right. If we didn't have the right to bear arms, oh my God, the tyrants would have already took over the world and pillaged us. Not that they're not already doing that, but you see the sentiment and what we're saying. Very important we protect the Constitution of the United States from, First Amendment, freedom of speech, Second Amendment, right to bear arms, etc. But I also think it's fantastic that everyone runs a Bitcoin node and they have the right to do so. What's stopping you? I think everyone here should be doing the same thing. What are your thoughts? What up, Squirrel Bait? Shout out to you guys. I appreciate it. Corey says gambling with the alts is cool and wishing gains for all that participate, but don't sleep on the opportunity to accumulate Bitcoin before it's too late. It's the hardest asset that humans have. 100. Well said, Corey. Couldn't agree more. What up, Jeff? Appreciate you. Puerto Rico. Love Puerto Rico, says Dominic. Are you from here? Let me know. Shout out to New York, all my peeps in New York City. Am I a pleb for using Coinbase? Hey, nothing wrong with that. You need an on-ramp or an off-ramp to accumulate Bitcoin, and that's one of the exchanges. In fact, it's the largest one in the United States, but it's good to be a pleb, so embrace it. And yes, you are a pleb. OG Backroad Crypto Bootleg. What it do, fam? Bears down. That's right. Bulls up. Let's freaking go. A Cornish woman broke my heart. That's actually funny. What? Very well said. My biggest gains in 2021 were the altcoins, but now, different story, right? Bitcoin is a weapon. That's right. It's a weapon to defend yourself against tyranny and CBDCs, which are right around the corner, which we all know. I know I'm preaching to the choir. Just finished pressing some dabs, says facts. Do what it do. Thank you, Bears, for the dollar cost average opportunity yesterday, right? Bought another 750 worth today. Shout out to Zero. That's what's up. Anyone else notice when Crypto News Alerts comes on, Bitcoin's always pumping? You know how it is. You know how we do, fam. Currently in LA, but from Pakistan. That's what's up, Jaz. Appreciate you. Appreciate you tuning in. We do have a lot of news to share, so I'm going to dive right into our next story. Just one more comment I'll read out loud. Satwise been trying to move my savings to Kraken for 2 days and finally got half the cash available now. So much for catching the dip, but the banks are resisting purchases. That's obviously by design. They don't want you buying the hardest asset in existence, which is Bitcoin. They'd rather you be poor. Unfortunate truth, but it's the nature of the beast. Dollar cost average, even when it hurts. You got it, Brian, 100%. But all right, fam, now let's break down our next story of the day and discuss a major bank in Germany becoming a crypto custodian, which is a pretty big deal. So let's freaking go. Breaking news just in. The German bank, Commerzbank, has been granted a crypto custody license by their local regulators. According to a brand new November 15th announcement by the lender, Commerzbank says it is the first full-service German bank to be granted this license in the country under the legal framework of the German Banking Act. This allows it to offer custody of crypto assets and will enable it to offer further digital asset services. Now, I'm not going to pretend I could even try to comprehend this guy's name, but the chief operating officer of the bank said that acquiring the license is an important milestone. This highlights our ongoing commitment to applying the latest technologies and innovations, and it forms the foundation for supporting our customers in the areas of digital assets. The bank said it's the first step now, which is to establish a platform that is both secure and reliable and which fully complies with the local regulations while supporting its institutional clients through crypto custody services via the blockchain. Now, when Cointelegraph reached out, they didn't have further info on the development, but Commerzbank follows similar news out of Germany, where the country's third largest bank, which is DZ Bank, revealed its crypto custody offerings for institutional investors a couple of weeks ago on November 6th. So Germany, let's go. DZ Bank announced a new platform for processing and storing digital financial instruments. It also said it applied for a crypto custody license in June of this year to allow institutional investors and private customers to buy cryptocurrencies. Now in September, the U.S. crypto custody firm BitGo received a license from the German Federal Financial Supervisor Authority to expand its compliance with local regulations after 3 years of operating its dedicated local subsidiary. Now, the crypto landscape in Germany has gained significant momentum over the last year. In March, we had Deutsche Wertpapier Service Bank launching its WP Next crypto trading platform, literally offering 1,200 banks and savings banks in Germany access to the digital asset industry. So there you have it. Mass adoption is occurring around the world. So Germany, where you at? How many of you tuned in right now are from Germany? Please do let me know. And what's the crypto landscape looking like in your country and where you're from? Regardless of where it is, do the banks hassle you or give you a hard time when you want to buy Bitcoin or do something crypto related? Please do let me know, because that seems to be the unfortunate reality here in the United States. I got in at 52,000 and I'm up right now, says Lazarus. Well, congratulations, fam. Well done. Eric says it's the best and easiest way we can contribute to JV's success. Preach. Thank you, fam. I appreciate that. Banks in Australia are limiting transactions to crypto exchanges. It's getting harder and harder to buy, all by design. Sorry to hear that. It's very unfortunate, but you know, some of the people who are running these countries are nothing less than tyrants. And unfortunately, they're not looking out for the best interest of the people. They're looking out for the best interest of themselves and their central banking cartels that run the planet. You know what I mean? Tons of competitors going to set up. That's right. And it creates competition, and competition is definitely a good thing when it comes to mass adoption. Can you talk about Bitcoin miners, please? What about them? We know the halving rewards are going to get cut in half sometime in April of 2024, 5 months out, making Bitcoin that much more scarce and driving up the price. When you have massive demand with a limited supply and you have $25 trillion worth of asset managers, just a handful of the top ones, all looking to accumulate Bitcoin to launch their ETF product, game on. You know what I mean? Game theory in full effect. For real, for real. Why is it hard relating to banks? I have one of my accounts linked to Coinbase and buy through that as much as I want. Well, good to note. Some people, it tends to have a more difficult time. Some banks are just straight up about it and they don't want you purchasing crypto whatsoever, right? They'll actually ban you from doing so. They have restrictions. Who buys Bitcoin with Robinhood? Good question coming from Spidey. If anyone's buying Bitcoin on the Robinhood app, do let us know. Shout out to Nucchoris. What it do, fam? Good to see you. I dropped 20 G's and at 34, is that 34 G's? I am a pleb by design and love it. Well, congratulations, cheese sauce. Well done. Keep stacking them sats. Nobody. Robinhood doesn't let you move your Bitcoin to a wallet. Thus, they don't actually own it. Oh, snap. So on Robinhood, any Bitcoin you buy, if they're not allowing you to send it to your own self-custody wallet, that means they own your crypto. Not a good look whatsoever. I try to tell my bro, buy some Bitcoin, even through Robinhood. Best investment for a college student. Well, buy it on a platform that will allow you to self-custody, such as Cash App. I know they allow it. Swan, I know they allow it. Probably all of them minus Robinhood, I would imagine, would allow that. You know what I mean? I don't know about PayPal. Again, I don't trust them either, but it's another on-ramp where you can purchase some Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Hello, everyone. I recommend holding. You don't want to miss out. It can skyrocket very quickly over 40 G's. You already know. We can finish today's live and we could be at 40,000 just like that. It can go from 2,300 gains on the day to 5,000 in the blink of an eye. Welcome to Bitcoin, the most exciting asset to be watching and invested in. Just saying. Yes, you got that right, Zero. I think Robinhood has fee or free trades, but you cannot self-custody. So they're holding on to your crypto. Not a good look. That's kind of shady as all hell, if you're to ask me. Why is crypto going up? Why wouldn't it be going up right now? The three most major catalysts off the top of my dome. Number one, Bitcoin halving is only 5 months away. Number two, Bitcoin ETFs less than 60 days out. We're likely to get the green light from the regulators as the second final deadline, January 10th. And this week, there is the first deadline, which is Friday, 2 more days out. There's still a potential possibility we get the green light for the spot ETF this freaking week. Is it a strong probability? Probably not. It'll probably be January 10th deadline or sometime in between, but you get the point. What about Cash App? I think Cash App is a great place to purchase Bitcoin, and I'm pretty confident they let you self-custody it, so you should be good using that platform, fam. Nocturus is Satoshi, says Bad Sunshine. Oh, word. They added it then because they wouldn't when I tried, says Facts. Word. I want Bitcoin to go up like Solana, 200%. Send it. You can move crypto out of Robinhood, says Caleb. You can move both ETH and Bitcoin on Robinhood, says Jason. So there you go. JV, I am curious. I know you believe in Satoshi, but do you mine it over in Puerto Rico? No comment, but no, I don't have any mining operations going on. Nothing geothermal like they're doing over in El Salvador. But hey, it is what it is. I'm just stacking sats like the rest of you plebs. You know what I mean? Everything I preach is actually what I do. I'm able to send and receive from Robinhood's wallet. So there you go, coming from Black Swan the Don. So some people are able to do so. Some people aren't. Maybe it's a restriction on depending upon what country you live in. Not sure. I remember to hit that like button because I find value here. Thank you, McLovin. I appreciate that, big dog. Word up. You know what I mean? All right, we still got a lot to cover. I know the chat is lit. I appreciate it. But there was a big rumor circulating across X and all the social platforms that BlackRock is anticipating an XRP ETF because they were filing for an ETP. Now, there's a lot of controversy surrounding this because the ETF experts over at Bloomberg, they said they verified with BlackRock that it's not true, but then the people who initially leaked the information said, no, this is true, and they're hiding it from you. And now the regulators are investigating. So here's the latest report of what's going on. The Delaware authorities have taken over the case involving the false BlackRock XRP ETF filing, which appeared on the Delaware's Department of State Division of Corporations Monday, 2 days ago. Here we go. Amidst the excitement surrounding the introduction of ETFs into the crypto market, concerns have also been raised about the existence of falsified ETF filings in the market. Is it fraud? What's going on? Let's find out. A regulatory filing suggests that BlackRock filed an XRP ETF has been going viral in the crypto space. However, BlackRock swiftly debunked the allegations and clarified it has not filed any ETFs other than its spot Bitcoin ETF and Ethereum spot ETF. So at this time, according to BlackRock's own words, they're just coming for your Bitcoin and Ethereum, not your XRP yet. But according to Bloomberg, the Delaware Department of Justice issued an official investigation on the false BlackRock XRP ETF filing. As it manipulated the market instantly, we pumped big time. Then once they denied the rumor, it instantly dumped, just like that. Now, the case was handed over by the Delaware Division of Corporations. Senior Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas revealed in an X post that the spokesperson for the Delaware Department of the State confirmed that the fraudulent XRP ETF filing has been given to the authorities. That they claim straight up it's 100% fraudulent. Quoting Balchunas here, latest on the fake XRP ETF filing. Our only comment that this matter has been referred to the Delaware Department of Justice. The spokesperson said, damn, someone out there is crapping their pants as we speak, he stated. Now, presently, the BlackRock XRP ETF filing is still displayed on the Delaware website, showing one of the BlackRock managing directors, Daniel Swager, as a registered agent. It is unclear what the results of the investigations carried out by the authorities would yield. However, if the fake filing is found to be real, it can lead to fraudulent charges on the party responsible. So there you have it. Now, recently, the crypto space has been plagued with deceptive information, which caused erratic price movement on certain cryptos. XRP is the latest victim of these price manipulation tactics. Now, the crypto experienced gains of over 15% following the news of XRP ETF filing by BlackRock. And after the rumors were officially denied by the asset management company, it lost its gains and is currently trading back at around 65 cents, maybe closer to 70 cents now with this recent pump. Now, other deceptive schemes include the rumors of BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF approval by the US SEC, which caused that uptick a couple of weeks back. in the Bitcoin price action, and which took us to these new annual highs. There have also been deep fake scam videos going rampant in the crypto space. A particular incident featured a deep fake video impersonating the Ripple CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, giving out false information and giveaways. Red alert right there. If any CEO or influencer or any human being says, hey, send me 1 Bitcoin and I'll send you back 2, or send me 10 XRP, I'll send you back 20, it's always going to be a scam because they would never be that stupid. Just FYI to all the newbies just watching. Now, Ripple's CEO has warned the XRP community to be cautious of these scams targeting XRP holders. Garlinghouse has also stated that community members should endeavor to get all the info only from the official Ripple channels. Quoting Garlinghouse here, there's been an uptick in deep fake scam videos, overlaying new words with old footage from Ripple events. Now remember, don't trust, verify. Sage advice, and this goes for all cryptocurrencies and all influencers. One of the most common ones I see all the time on YouTube is a Elon Musk video or Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates, and it's the same scam each and every time. Send me X amount of Bitcoin and I will double it and send you X amount back. And so many people fall for that. It's mind-boggling. It's sad, but it's the reality we're in. You know what I mean? Paso says, wonder how SBF's mental health is in this new world with the brothers, right? And without the Adderall, no Addy, how's he doing? Probably not so good. My ledger is up 7% today. Woohoo! Pretty badass. Congrats. I use Binance, but not sure anymore, says Malden. Are you using the official Binance exchange or Binance.us? Let me know. Majin says, I still think it's too risky and early for the ETFs to be approved for the altcoins. Right on. Well, Ethereum is an altcoin, and BlackRock already is going after it. They're not trying to hide that whatsoever. So right now we got the clarity that BlackRock's coming for Bitcoin and Ethereum, potentially XRP later down the road. We soon will find out. You know what I mean? How about all the regulations for completely dropping the ball and not protecting the public from fraudulent businesses? Amen. I think someone should be held accountable. Why not the chairman of the SEC for not protecting us against FTX and scam Bankman-Fried? Great point. I agree with that. Michael Saylor, name MicroStrategy. Oh, word up. Yeah, that happens all the time. Fake Michael Saylor videos, or the real videos of him talking, like good interviews, and then it's just a fraudulent scheme. And YouTube, they got to crack down on that ish. It's getting real. In every bull market, it occurs like 100x. You know what I mean? So many people getting scammed. It's insane. I mine Bitcoin with pen and paper, says Nocturus. You got to teach me, man. Caspa is by far the best altcoin to be bullish on. Tell me why you're bullish on it. I'd like to know that, Jay Switch. Let me know. Digital Bobby approaching break even. Congratulations. I use Robinhood for transfer of Bitcoin to my ledger all the time, says Mike's. Locks Life. Well, good to note. Up 10% today, says Michael Emos. Congratulations. Sup, JV. Have you seen the XRP giveaway? Yeah, the XRP giveaways are always scam. Any crypto giveaway is always a scam. Always. Like 110% of the time. You know what I mean? So don't fall for that BS. Refrain from posting links, says Streamlabs. Yeah, be careful out there. I think I set it up to where anyone who is a subscriber of the show, you can share a link. But again, if it's spam or if it's self-promotion, we don't want that because we don't want to mislead people to getting scammed. Clearly, right? Can you smell that? 40,000's in the oven, son. Amen. Send it and let's freaking go. But anyways, fam, without further ado, we still got a lot to cover. We discussed the BlackRock XRP ETF filing being false, according to top ETF analysts over at Bloomberg. Now let's discuss the new blood, a new crypto exchange coming out of Abu Dhabi, according to Kevin O'Leary. Now, again, anything Kevin O'Leary shares, take with a grain of salt, as he was behind FTX as an official ambassador. He was pumping Sam Bankman-Fried, even after he got, all these fraudulent charges and after scamming people for billions of dollars. He's like, I still believe in him. Yes, I would start another business with him. So he could probably sell his soul for any amount of money, clearly. But nonetheless, he's talking a big game. He's talking about this big exchange backed by billions of dollars out of Abu Dhabi. Let's break this baby down. Here we go. How many of you saw that video with O'Leary? Let me know. Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary says the new crypto exchange is coming. And why doesn't the Shark Tank discuss anything crypto related? Is that by design? What are your thoughts? But I think I just saw Pompliano and William Clemente on it. I don't know for sure, but it looks like they were taking pictures with Mr. O'Leary, so I was wondering if they were on the Shark Tank. But nonetheless, it boggles my mind why not everything is crypto related. They should have a dedicated Shark Tank specific for crypto, in my opinion. But anyways, in a new interview, O'Leary says a new crypto exchange is coming that will take business away from the industry's leading giants. We all know he's not a fan of CZ and Binance because he was also throwing them under the bus when he was being questioned by Congress, if you remember that. In the new interview with Fox Business, the venture capitalist says the days of the crypto cowboy are long gone. O'Leary says that a new firm based in Abu Dhabi called M2 will become the largest regulated crypto exchange in the world, backed by billions of dollars in capital with connections to large institutional players. Quoting him here, the age of the crypto cowboy, those days are over. We have the pending announcement rumored. In the next 10 days, they will announce M2 in Abu Dhabi, the largest exchange ever that's regulated with billions of dollars backing it, tied to huge financial institutions. Now, I'm curious, who do you think these huge financial institutions are? Because isn't BlackRock the largest financial institution in the world? Anyways, he continues. So unfortunately, no American can register there. Boo! But really, what they are going after is Binance, clearly, which will probably lose half of its accounts to the new M2. It looks like a crypto takeover. Now, because now you can go off something that the SEC is suing and go on a compliant exchange that's backed by billions of dollars and huge financial institutions. So clearly, he's just against Binance and CZ and he wants to take half their business away, hence why he's promoting this. And he probably got paid tens of millions of dollars to be an ambassador here, just like he got paid with FTX. But anyways, the investor says he so badly wants to be an early investor in the new project. Kevin O'Leary promoted FTX shortly before it collapsed, and its CEO was arrested, as we know, for fraud charges, and he's facing up to 100 years in prison. Then in October, O'Leary made similar comments about the M2 exchange. Could it be deja vu? He shared here, this hasn't been announced yet, but in Abu Dhabi, they're planning to launch the new exchange to replace both FTX and Binance, and they're going to get billions of dollars on it, called M2. It is going to be totally compliant, backed by billions of dollars, incredibly stable, ownership, transparency, and it'll be used by anybody in the world legitimately on a compliant basis. It's going to become the new standard in exchanges because you can't hold Bitcoin without an exchange for liquidity. So there you have it. What are your thoughts on this M2 exchange that O'Leary is pumping? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments right down below. And if you had the opportunity to use that exchange right now, how many of you would go to it and go make some trades, maybe buy some Bitcoin, maybe trade some alts for some BTC, get ready for this Bitcoin halving? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments right down below. Bitcoin is teaching me patience. That's what's up. Black Swan the Don, Sage like. That's the name of the game. DCA, stack sats, Sage-like patience to the moon. I'm no fan of Kevin. I never met anyone who's a fan of Kevin. And personally, if I was on the Shark Tank, the one shark I would never do business with, Kevin O'Leary. You named it. I'd probably go with Lori or Barbara if I had to choose. M2 smells like number 2. Hilarious, Knoxville. I think O'Leary is losing on his real estate and bought into this new exchange and very desperate. Wouldn't surprise me. He probably owes these regulators some favors as well, right? Kevin is a potato. O'Leary is concerned about his fiat to really know or actually study what Bitcoin is. Exactly. He probably still don't get Bitcoin, unfortunately. This guy has never heard of peer-to-peer exchanging. That's right, Melda. He'd rather just be a sponsor and get paid tens of millions of dollars to pump something else up, which may potentially be a scam. You just never know. You know what I mean? He talked very, very positively about SBF, even after he was known to be a criminal. So you can't trust them, right? Wouldn't trust using an OL exchange. O'Leary. Yeah, amen, Paul. I agree. Same sentiment. I think we can all agree then. Don't trust nobody. Verify everything. And especially when it comes to exchanges, never treat the exchange as a custody for your crypto, because the reality is, as long as your crypto is sitting on any exchange, and doesn't matter the name of the exchange, it's not your crypto, not your keys, not your coins. Learn to self-custody, right? And protect yourself. Like Wu-Tang said back in the day, protect your neck, kid. You know what I mean? So yeah, we all agree there. So let's move on to our next story of the day, and let's discuss $6 trillion entering the crypto market according to Billionaire, Chamath P. And then we'll dive into the latest from the one and only Cathie Wood, the greatest of all time, her $25 trillion crypto market cap prediction, along with her latest updated price predictions for Bitcoin. But first, here's the latest from Chamath P. Here we go. Billionaire venture capitalist Chamath P, and he's an early Bitcoin investor as well, if you didn't know, says the markets are ripe for a strong rally as the deluge of capital looks to find a new home. In a new episode of the All In Pod, the billionaire says that the macro picture is starting to look positive for the United States. The social capital founder first looks at the CPI, which tracks the country's rate of inflation over time. And according to Chamath, the CPI is starting to roll over, indicating that high inflation rates are a thing of the past. Quoting him here, we're really in a decent place with inflation. If you think about what's going to happen in the next 6 months, it's mostly in the bag. There is a lag effect on a handful of CPI components, specifically rents, which when you roll them into this inflation rate, you're going to see it really turn over very quickly. So we know that inflation is falling and it's going to fall even more. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analyst. He also then looks at the amount of capital stockpiled right now in money market funds. And according to the venture capitalist, trillions of dollars worth of capital may move out of the money market funds and flow directly into the stock market to chase higher gains. As he shares here, I think the setup is basically the following. There is less money in the system. That's a positive. There is more money on the sidelines. Look at the amount of money in money market funds, $6 trillion and growing. So that's really positive sign, which is money we'll need to find a home. And how much of that 6 trillion do you think will find a home in Bitcoin? I mean, if you had the opportunity to invest your money in the stock market versus Bitcoin, what would you do? Let me know. So that's trillions of dollars that have to get deployed. Now you introduce rate cuts, and that's a real accelerant. More than likely, I think what that means is the markets are set up to do pretty well. Equity markets specifically. Now, Chamath P ends his analysis by saying he is optimistic about the prospects of the U.S. economy, with the Federal Reserve poised to cut rates by mid-2024. As he shares here, inflation is very much in the rearview mirror. Rates are going to get cut by the middle part of the year. The economy looks like it's going to be a soft landing. That is actually very beneficial for the sitting president. It is also good for equities. It's good for us. I think we had a fundamental change. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the billionaire venture capitalist. And do you think that 6 trillion, a lot of it can pour into Bitcoin? Let me know your thoughts. Because right now, the crypto market cap all-time high peak that we hit back in November of 2021 was roughly $3 trillion. And right now, we're probably under 2 trillion. So we have a lot of growth to come yet. You know what I mean? Yes, and if you're gaining value, you know what to do. Smash those likes. Bitcoin's still up 6% on the day, trading currently at $37,500, only a few $100 away from retesting the annual high. Let's freaking go. Welcome, Thang. Welcome, Maxim. I appreciate the support. Thanks for tuning in. I can almost taste that 40,000, says Philip. Me too. It tastes delicious. Tastes like, avocado. I'm glad here. Where are the rest of the female Hodl Gang members at? Hodl Gang, that's what's up. And yeah, probably about 95% of our audience is the men. So we need more empowering Bitcoin female entrepreneurs in the building, which would be awesome. I know we got Melda, I know we got Ellen, I know we got Helen, I know we got quite a few, but we would love to attract more. Melda, welcome, fam. Yes. Fully diluted, says Armando, 21 million. Bitcoins, 25 trillion equals 1.19 million per Bitcoin with a 2030 target. That sounds right in alignment with that of Cathie Wood, which we're going to be diving into here in just a few minutes. Bitcoin is the future. All you have to do is look at the price movement. Preach, Lazarus, especially for the 100,000 party. Yes, a reminder, when Bitcoin price action smashes 100 G's, baby, we're all going to be celebrating in Puerto Rico for the $100,000 Bitcoin fiesta. You're all invited. For more details on that, visit the Discord at discord.cryptonewsalerts.net. Sherry Young is here. There we go. We got empowering ladies. and more to come. We're here, says Bo Kana. That's what's up. Dalla Davis, I hodl. Love to hear that. Statwise says, last chance. Send me your Bitcoin, please. I'll never... A broken promise? Yeah, right. We've all heard that one before. My dream is to own a full Bitcoin. That's an incredible dream, Philip. And I believe in you. And I think this dream can come true. So don't give up on that dream. You still got time. Let's make it happen. Why not? Moise, welcome. Amir, appreciate you. Hello to all the Bitcoin ladies. Appreciate you as well. Much love, much respect. And speaking of Bitcoin ladies, now let's discuss the GOAT of all female investors, and that is Cathie Wood. Here's her latest Bitcoin analysis, her price prediction, and as far as how high the crypto market cap will climb. She made some very bold predictions recently, making the rounds across all the mainstream media programs. So here's the latest of what Cathie Wood has to share. First, let's start with some tweets. Cathie Wood says something has changed in the SEC's attitude to a spot Bitcoin ETF. The chances of approval have gone up. If you agree with that sentiment, let me know. ETF analysts James Seyfart and Eric Balchunas give it a 90% chance that the spot Bitcoin ETF be approved by January 10th, which is the second deadline. The first deadline is this week, only 2 days away this Friday, the 17th. Now, she also says that $600,000 Bitcoin is the base case, but could go higher because of scarcity, institutional adoption, and the spot Bitcoin ETF. Facts. Now, if the SEC does not allow the conversion of GBTC into a spot Bitcoin ETF and Grayscale sues the commission in response, something to keep in mind, the approval schedule for all the Bitcoin ETFs could be postponed per ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood. So there is a black swan occurrence which could occur. We could all be anticipating this ETF potentially this week or by January 10th, but then the SEC does the inevitable and basically forces legal action by GBTC, pushing back the deadline. Once again, be prepared for all scenarios because we don't know how it's going to play out. Now, the CEO of ARK Invest, here was the interview. How many of you watched this? Let me know. I did some JV React sessions to these. She explains that Gary Gensler understands the technology behind Bitcoin very well. Quoting her, paraphrasing, yeah, he taught Bitcoin at MIT, which is fact. She believes Gary Gensler may be holding the spot Bitcoin ETF hostage due to his interest in becoming a Treasury Secretary. Fire Gary Gensler already. Replace this mofo with Hester Pierce, the crypto mom. This is shady as all hell. He's just looking out for his own best interests, not looking out for the best interests of the investors here in the United States, which couldn't be any more clear, personally, in my opinion. But anyways, let's discuss this $25 trillion prediction she shares by the year 2030. Appearing on CNBC Squawk Box today, ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood outlines her expectations for the crypto market as U.S. regulations become more clear and financial institutions become to adopt the asset class. And we all know that Bitcoin is already an asset class. Now, anyone owning Bitcoin knows this is global. Quoting her here, this is not just a U.S. opportunity, and it's big, says Wood. It's going to scale from a little more than $1 trillion today to $25 trillion market cap in 2030 as this new world builds out. Now, here's some perspective. Wood highlighted the growing interest from Wall Street firms in offering digital assets to their clients as the primary reason she's enthusiastic about the forthcoming price surge, particularly the application from BlackRock to offer the spot Bitcoin ETF with leading crypto exchange Coinbase as the custodian. Quoting her here, I think this regulatory breakthrough is very important to bring institutions online effectively, and I think BlackRock and Coinbase's partnership is going to be very important. Wood offers unique perspective on the institutional push into crypto, as she has been one of the earliest adopters of this asset class through ARK Invest. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she started accumulating Bitcoin at roughly $500 per coin. And if you do the math today, she's up more than 60x and just killing it. Now, one of the firms joining BlackRock in pursuit of the spot Bitcoin ETF offering, quoting her here, here. She has been bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum for quite some time, explained the Street's crypto Aaron Arnold. She is known as a Coinbase investor and bull, and she recently named Solana as another crypto, which she likes. She is putting her capital where her mouth is, and of course, the big catalyst we're all waiting for is the approval of her and the host of other spot Bitcoin ETFs, including BlackRock's. Wood added that she believes the crypto market's growth over the next few years will be carried primarily by Bitcoin and Ethereum as the primary of the market share, which there already are the two leading assets. And if you look at both either in Bitcoin or Ether, expectations is that the crypto asset ecosystem will be dominated by those two. Facts. And she added that her optimism is buoyed by her experience investing in early internet companies and the explosive growth that revolutionary tech seen to become mainstream. This feels like the early internet again, and it is a very, very big idea. Now, for Wood and many other convinced or convicted crypto investors, the value of this asset class stems primarily from its unique diversification away from legacy economies and central banks. This is a new asset class. It's a source of diversification, and we would add it's a hedge. Cathie Wood also calls Bitcoin a hedge against deflation as well as a hedge against inflation. And now for her most recent $1.48 million bullish price scenario for the King Crypto. Here we go. Cathie Wood, we know as the founder of ARK Invest, the investment firm with over $6 billion in assets under management, has come forward with a new price expectation for the King Crypto. The CEO chatted with history sheeter Natalie Brunell from the Coin Stories pod, where she made the new prediction. As Wood explains, the efforts of ARK Invest's research team have shown that Bitcoin's growth will be largely driven by institutional adoption. He expects a huge boom in digital assets as the next decade begins. Wood points to the trend towards adoption of new assets by these large institutional investors and how they often allocate their portfolios. As the CEO points out, 5 to 6% of institutional investor portfolios were allocated to assets like real estate after managers tested the waters. Bitcoin can be seen in the testing water stage, where institutional investors are still only putting 1% into the digital asset just to see how it turns out. Then gradually they expand their allocation until they reach the 5 to 6% range. Now, when that happens, as Wood mentioned earlier, Bitcoin will cross that 6-figure mark. Word up. Now, Wood told Natalie that she wants the price of Bitcoin to surpass $1 million by 2030. But that doesn't mean that the CEO doesn't expect the digital asset to grow further, as she puts it as high as $1.48 million per coin over the next 7 years. Let me know if you agree or disagree. The founder of ARK Invest further points out that some companies are already starting to exceed the conservative 1% allocation. Quoting her here, Tesla, Square have Bitcoins on their balance sheet, but we make very cautious assumptions, and I think the corporate treasury assumption, 2.5% of all cash and cash equivalents into Bitcoin. Quoting her again, and if we are right and the purchasing power of Bitcoin will become so evident in the coming years, that means purchasing power will increase instead of cash dollars, now remaining very flat, if not worsening in real terms. More and more corporate treasuries are going to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So there you have it, fam. What are your thoughts surrounding her $1.48 million bullish Bitcoin price scenario by 2030? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And as I mentioned, her new base case is above $600,000 per coin. Send it and let's freaking go. You already know with a 25 trillion market cap, it is going to be lit. And yes, Bitcoin has the potential to run up to multiple 7 figures, especially as she pointed out, once those allocations from asset managers rise from just a 1 or 2% to a 5, 6, 7%, 10%, game on. We're talking about unprecedented levels of money entering Bitcoin, and especially when we got that ETF, which is the green light for the money to come. And we're talking about a total addressable market north of $700 trillion. So there's plenty of capital in the world. And right now, the market of Bitcoin I would describe as nascent, just a pup getting started. For real, for real. Now, Roy says Bitcoin will reach $1 million. By then, $1 million will be what entry-level Kia costs. Wait for Satoshi to release a little more coins, says Jaz. But it is still better than holding fiat. Anything is better than fiat, right? Here's how I look at it. Bitcoin is the king. I'd rather hold Bitcoin than Ethereum, right? I'd rather hold Ethereum than the smaller altcoins. Now, I'd probably rather hold, for example, a Solana than the US dollar. The dollar is like the worst of the worst when it comes to ish coins, if we want to compare them. And then the CBDC will be the worst of them all, because at least the dollar is physical. You can spend it. There's some privacy a little bit. But when you have CBDCs, which are central bank digital currencies, it's programmable money. So they can issue it with an expiration date, which wouldn't be a good look. Basically decentivizing you from saving. Just like the banking systems right now disincentivize you from saving. They don't want you saving your dollars. They want you spending it. If you save it, you're actually losing it to inflation. As Michael Saylor described it as a melting ice cube. That's the reality. So what are your options right now? You can put your hard-earned cash in the bank and you can lose it to inflation via the melting ice cube metaphor I just painted for you, or you can save it in Bitcoin, which is virtually the best savings account to ever exist. You know what I mean? Bitcoin from 15 years ago went from worth nothing to as high as $69,000. And today we're at 37.5. We're up over roughly $2,200 for the day. It's a beautiful thing. On Matrix, 3 to 5% would be freaking awesome. Amen. 38,000 by midnight. Phil C is calling it. I hope you're right, fam. Okay, damn JV. The way institution money will come gradually up to 5% over time explained it to me, reaching $1 million per coin. You're smart. All I'm doing is reading the news, fam, but I appreciate it. I'm humbled. Much love. Panic sell the fiat. There you go. Let's do a bank run. Everyone get your fiat crap out of the bank and put it into Bitcoin, and then we will hit 40,000 this evening. Right? JV, your boost is important. In the short term, there will be a lot of doubt. Fudded into the space by... yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Be careful who you listen to in this space. There's enemies of Bitcoin, and there's people preaching the holy gospel of Bitcoin. One or the other. There's nothing in between. And it's very easy, fortunately, to recognize the enemies, the Jim Cramers, anyone consistently saying Bitcoin's going to go down to zero and crash. You know, the Peter Schiffs of the world. Those are the enemies of Bitcoin. The Warren Buffetts, the Charlie Mungers, you name it. Yes, you can read. Thank you. Hail Satoshi and Hal Finney as well. Adam Back, Max Kaiser, Michael Saylor, all the OGs. McLovin, right on. And rest in peace to John McAfee. We miss you, dude. I think of Bitcoin as Bitcoin savings account. I convert my fiat to my Bitcoin ASAP. That's the correct perspective because that's precisely what it is. A savings account supposed to appreciate over time. The legacy financial savings accounts you can get at your local bank like JP Morgan Chase, there's no appreciation. It's depreciation due to inflation. And then they give you these false numbers, which they fudge and make up out of thin air. Yeah, we got inflation under control at 2%, when the real inflation's like 20 to 30%. Look on Zillow and see how much your local real estate went up compared to last year. How much are the food prices in your grocery store going up? You know what I mean? It's insane, some of the prices. I went to Costco the other day, or I don't know which grocery store. But anyways, what used to be like $5 for you get like 100 styrofoam plates was like $25. And I'm just like, is this possible? Did it just increase like 5x from the last time I bought plates? Like, does that make any sense? It's crazy. Yeah, cheese sauce, all that matters is you're trying to save in the long term. So cold storage is always better than a centralized exchange. You nailed it, Japo 420, one love. One bitmap sold today for 32,000. The floor is still low. What's a bitmap? Do you mean a Bitcoin? I'm not familiar with a bitmap. Work to mine fiat, then buy Bitcoin. You could also get paid in Bitcoin. Yeah, my savings account is 0.01%. It's freaking incredible. Incredible, right? You can't make this ish up. I guess that you can't help any of us that would like to invest into Bitcoin miners. No, I would recommend reaching out to someone with experience in that. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not going to pretend I have experience in Bitcoin miners. I don't. I missed that crazy son of a McAfee. Yeah, McAfee was freaking legend. Greetings, Dub Proof. What'd it do? Good to see you, fam. I flipped my last house 4 years ago because the dollar was going up and the houses that was buying 200,000 in crappy situation is now selling at 350,000. Isn't that crazy? Quoting Saylor, if Bitcoin is not hitting 1 million, then it's going to zero. And if it's not going to zero, expect a boom a lot faster than 2030. Preach. Every cycle, Bitcoin typically adds a zero at the end. Now, if we add in zero from today's price of 37,000, we're talking about a 370,000 Bitcoin price peak. Let's freaking go. That's right, Andy. Rest in peace to McAfee. Shout out to Janice. I know she's going through hell as well since her husband was murdered in that Spanish prison cell. We all know he didn't take his own life. He even had a tattoo as a precursor that they were trying to whack him. And lo and behold, they whacked him. Very sad. What's a credit score, anyone, right? Was McAfee really KO? I don't know what you mean by that, but I do believe he was whacked for sure. Bitmaps are graphical images for web pages. Oh, thank you, fam. Now I recognize what that means. Thank you, Passive. Bitcoin is like a fish in the Arctic freezer, stays there forever and never loses value and then goes higher. Let her rip. Boom. Shout out to Dutch Hodler. What it do? Hello from Germany. That's what's up. Can you tell why the Bitcoin price gets hit the last hours? I don't know what you mean by gets hit, but why are we rising? Probably because there's a lot of people buying. And when there's more buyers than sellers, it drives the price up. And vice versa. If there's more people dumping their Bitcoin, the prices can go down. You know what I mean? This basic supply demand as well. Sold my house and bought Bitcoin in 2021. Now it's back in the green, baby. Well, congrats, Robert. Best AI coin to load up on is NFA. Word, I've never heard of that one. Yee, that's what I was saying about McDonald's yesterday. It's almost hyperinflation already. Insane, right? And let's face it, Bitcoin is not tulip bulbs. To even compare Bitcoin to Beanie Babies or tulip mania is pure insanity. I'm telling you. Rumors of approval today. It can happen, Kenzo. If I had to throw a percentage, I'd say 20% chance we get the ETF green light from the SEC by Friday. But 80% chance it's going to be by January 10th. And then the black swan scenario, it may not even happen by then if there's some crap between the SEC and GBTC, but you never know. We got to be faithful, right? I think it could happen probably before the Bitcoin halving. That would be the perfect time as well, in my opinion. Hello from France. What it do, EA? Bitcoin is up because the Fed reports came out today. That's right. And yesterday as well, right? The CPI and all the new prints. Price towards closing because the bears are trying to prevent certain landmarks like closing the daily above the 37,000 mark. It's more important on the weekly and the monthly closes. Thank you for that, StatWise. What up, Bud Conkin? What it do? Appreciate you tuning in. One bitmap per one Bitcoin minted on the same block. And so they're forever. Metaverse on BTC, says Tennessee Eco Man. Interesting. Josh says, I brought property in Dubai. That's what's up. Through Bitcoin, now I can buy two, selling it. Right on. Wow. I will be sitting at my computer. It might happen in the next 2 days. It can. Again, if I'd throw a probability, 20% chance because it's the first deadline. It's the deadline this week. There's 12 of them too. So if they get the green light, all 12 of them will be approved at the same time. It will send Bitcoin parabolic. I say 80% chance that doesn't happen because do you think Gary Gensler wants the prices of Bitcoin to go up now before his homeboys on Wall Street are done accumulating, prepping, and seeding their spot ETF? No, Gensler's shady as all hell. He wants to push this thing back as far as possible, allowing his friends on Wall Street to accumulate. Friends being Larry Fink, you know what I mean? Abigail Johnson, CEO of Fidelity, you name it. You know what I mean? Hey, what time will the ETF decision happen? I don't know the exact time. I just know the deadline. The first deadline is Friday. Exact time, I don't know. Maybe say 5 p.m., 9 to 5 hours. I don't know, man. Love your work, JV. Thank you, Will. Next week, this time, we all might be a lot more wealthier. Just saying. You're a good point. It can happen. That's a reality. Love the content, JV. Do you recommend, cut off there, Tangent Wallet? I've never used it, but I'm sure if other major influencers are recommending it, you know what I mean? I'm sure it's good. I just never used it personally, so I don't know. When the prices go up, it's worth more. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Sell everything and have Bitcoin. You'll never regret it. Amen, Joss. He who controls the Bitcoin controls the laws, quoting the great Max Kaiser. Amen. That's a fact. 110%. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's go. Oh, sometimes it feels nice to take a breath and drink some water. After an hour of ranting. Well, for Christ's sake, I was really hoping we hit 38,000 during the live on YouTube, but we're not done yet. We're going to continue with the uncensored after party where? On Rumble, as we do each and every day. And there's still a possibility we pump another $500, surpassing 38,000 during the live over on Rumble. Chris says the ETF approval might what? I can't even keep up with this chat. Which is a good problem to have. Might send the price high initially, but you need new capital to maintain that pump. Word up. Yeah. Passive Mac computers is all I have ever bought. Yeah. Once you go Mac, you never go back. Love your rants. Thank you, Lazarus. Bots are killing us at 37.7. There's someone standing on that price willing to sell. Trezor and Ledger have good reps. Cheese. Yeah, they're good ones. Who do you recommend for cold storage if you can recommend one you like? Well, there you go. Trezor, probably my top recommendation. I'm familiar with it, so I think it's a great wallet. Ledger's an option. I don't trust their company as much as Trezor, but there's Elipal. There's quite a few of them out there now. Many people have cold storage devices. Many years ago, not many existed. You know what I mean? Do you think we can start earning yield on our Bitcoin and borrow against it like Jamie's bank, sadly? Eventually. I think once ETF approval comes in, the banks will start setting up shop for all these products to earn yield and things like that. But clearly, I mean, why would anyone use the legacy banking system if you can earn yield with Bitcoin? So I don't know. I don't know if the legacy financial system is ready yet, but they're getting ready because they can't continue to kick that can down the road for much longer. Blockstream Jade, thank you. There's another highly recommended wallet a lot of people recommend. Zero says Ledger Nano X. John Cummings says I have the Tangem and the Ledger. Word. Chris says 38 to 42 price range is a major resistance. Word up. Thanks for preaching the good word, JV. You're very welcome, Corey. Anyways, without further ado, we're going to have a live JV React session where I react uncensored to some clips I already have prepared here on my smart pads. It's going to be lit. I have some music I've never played before. I'm going to be playing for you. So if you're into Bitcoin specific hip hop, you're not going to want to miss this segment as well. It's going to be lit. It's uncensored. Go to Rumble right now. It's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net or simply just open the Rumble app, type in Crypto News Alerts. You'll see the live stream. If you didn't know, I'm live simultaneously every day on YouTube and Rumble at the same exact time. When the YouTube stream ends, like we're about to end, we continue with uncensored JV, live reacts, and uncensored Crypto News Alerts over on Rumble. So I look forward to seeing you there on Rumble in a few moments, and I appreciate you tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at a different time. Tomorrow, it's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern because I got to pick up my daughter. So for Thursday and Friday, we're going to be going live at 11 a.m. Eastern. Then Saturday, we'll go back to 3 p.m. Eastern. If you don't know, now you know. Deuces, YouTube. Sweet. We just wrapped up.